Bonjour, mes amis. Jocelyn de la G Canadienne. Welcome back to Week in Review, the regular season finale. And I decided to bring an old friend on, the person I tried to invade here before and tried to give me a listen to Phil Mass, but failed horribly, just like Pat Shermer's offensive play calling. And
And Mike Zimmer's defensive play calling
and everything the Giants have done.
and Lions and
The Jaguars.
yep.
But yeah, she's back. Jocelyn's back again.
Yep.
But
Just
yeah, I mean,
changing my name to my YouTube handle.
yep.
Check me out at Miss Ravenskill.
Yep.
I do a lot of hockey stuff, as you can see with me wearing a Brad Marchand jersey right here.
Yeah.
And I would say I apologize for if I make any weird comments about hockey tonight, because I'm watching the Bruins and Capitals game where the Caps got out to a 2-0 lead, and Marchand got his nose freaking taken off.
Jesus Christ.
And Bruins won on a 6-goal streak.
Okay.
But
Jesus Christ.
I would be making weird comments about that about this game, but also it just went to second intermission. So congratulations, guys. You're all scared from me making weird comments.
Yeah. But as always, we always gotta do the Benchwarmer Brew shit, because we always do the Benchwarmer Brew shit on this channel for whatever fucking reason. But yeah, benchwarmerbrew.com. T-shirt, mugs, coffee, get it all.
Hey, Eric, Adam, freaking sponsor us.
Yeah.
Brandon, you too.
Brandon. But yeah, let's go. But let's do this. Week 18 review plus Black Monday. But basically it's a 2-in-1 special for you guys. Fuck you. But yeah. So let's start Saturday afternoon. Broncos, Chiefs in the confines of Mile High, where the fans are not the only ones that's high. Because, oh my God, this was like, why the hell did the Chiefs have to make this closer than it needed to be?
Because Tyreek Hill was playing, was hurt the entire game, which consequently is a good reason why I lost fantasy in the play.
You lost to a 3-11 team,
and the Colts lost to a 2-14 team.
Fair enough. But it is what it is with Chiefs Broncos though. Like, fucking, this should not have been a game.
Also, just in case anybody's wondering, because that's going on right now, Alabama's up 3-0 on Georgia with 4 minutes left in the first quarter of the national championship. Also, they have the ball. Also, fuck Alabama.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, 27 for 44, 270, and 2 tutties on the day. Motherfucker also ran for 54 yards on 9 carries. McCall Harmon, star of the game. Absolute star of the game. 8 receptions, 103 yards. Kelsey having 34 yards on his own and a touchdown. Jim McKinnon, 26 receiving yards on 3 receptions and the touchdown himself.
Also for those wondering, I'm an Oregon fan, so.
God damn it.
What you got to show some love to the Pac-12. They don't get much love out there.
Fair enough. As for the Denver Broncos, or known as the Denver Pernas, 12 for 24, 162 yards for Drew Lock. Sutton, for some reason, threw a pass for 16 yards. Melvin Gordon for 110 rushing yards and a tutty. Tim Patrick, 95 receiving yards on 6 receptions. The Broncos falter. Okay.
And this was the first game since 2011 for the Broncos in which they had a quarterback that ran for 2 touchdowns, hearkening all the way back to Tim Tebow, to Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but Broncos falter 28-24, and the same score that the Patriots beat the Seahawks in that one Super Bowl years ago.
Yep.
So does the Chiefs have a chance to get the number 1 seed? But do they? Oh, we'll get to that. So then Saturday night, primetime, Cowboys, Eagles. And this is the game that really got me back into the championship game in fantasy.
Yeah, because Dak threw like 5 touchdowns.
Seriously, that should not have happened. You fucking know it too. That should not have happened.
It shouldn't have.
I started Prescott over Mahomes, and somehow that worked. How did that work?
Well, I mean, everybody has is like that weird thing that you don't expect to have to be the thing that saves your season.
Okay, hold on. I know this is a hockey reference for a second. What the fuck do you look like a Tower Sagan at the draft?
Great. Great. Now I'm gonna get traded for fucking Riley Smith and Louis Erickson. Louis, that dude is still in the league. I don't understand.
I don't know. What's it called? Yeah, Dak Prescott, 295 passing yards and 5 fucking tutties. Zeke Elliott was 87 rushing yards on the day. Cedric fucking Wilson with 2 touchdown receptions on 119 yards from 5 receptions. Dalton Schultz, 3 yards, 3 receptions, 21 yards with 2 touchdowns. Again, how the fuck was I in this game?
Because we forgot that this is week 18 and every team rests their starters on week 18, which honestly is one thing that I appreciate Yahoo Fantasy for above ESPN Fantasy, is that Yahoo Fantasy realizes that that most teams start to end up resting their starters on week 18 on the last week of the season. So the last week of their fantasy seasons is usually the second to last week, because that's like the last big push for that's like the last week in which every single team is using their full roster of starters.
Yeah. You want to read off the stats for Philly?
Sure. Hold on 1 second.
And you don't have it up. God damn it.
I don't have it up. I have Discord up. I'm sorry. I did not mean to check on the I did not mean to click on the highlights. I meant to.
By the way, also Unity Tree merch, because this sticker is fucking awesome.
Yes, we know you're a fucking corporate whore.
Good. You want to go ahead with Philly?
It's at least a little bit more classy than calling yourself a corporate slut, but
good.
That's more my territory. Minshew mania. Oh man, freaking beautiful porn stash Minshew with that 19 for 33, 186 yards, two tutties and a pick. Freaking who is it? Greg Ward Jr. threw
no idea who the hell he is.
Threw a pass for 2 yards.
2 yards.
2 yards. Great. Kenneth Gainwell. Well, remember when Miles Sanders got hurt earlier in the season? We all thought that and a lot of people thought that Gainwell was gonna take over as their full-time running back. Well, that didn't. Well, I mean, since they were resting all their starters, because they figured, we've clinched playoffs and there's nowhere to go, and there's
how the hell did the Eagles make the playoffs this year? That's my question.
There's nowhere to go, but literally nowhere, because there wasn't really any way for them to improve their
team.
Not their team, but their playoff position.
Oh yeah, no, they were kind of screwed.
They rested pretty much everyone, but yeah, I guess they didn't work out too bad for. I guess it didn't work out too bad. I mean, sure, they got their ass wrecked by the Cowboys, but at the same time, it wasn't really they didn't really need to win this one. It was
Right,
sort of just
51-26 though. Dallas smoked the fuck out of them. They basically killed the Eagle and took them on down to Dallas and make some fuck. They had themselves a good old Texas barbecue. Just is how it is in football. Washington, New York, two shitty fucking teams going at it because of course they are.
Yeah.
Like, this game was just awful. Like, really, how the fuck do you call a fucking QB sneak on a 3rd and 6 in your own fucking red zone?
Does anyone know if Joe Judge is gonna get fired?
He's staying.
God damn it!
Well, we'll talk about Black Monday after the review. But
yeah,
Heineke 9 for 18, 120 yards. Gibson ran for 146 yards at a touchdown. McLaurin went 4 for 93.
Great job, Gibson. I could have used that earlier this season.
And then we got Jake from State Farm, 15 for 31, 103 yards, 2 tutty and 2 pickies. He also ran for 53 yards, and he also threw his first NFL touchdown pass to none other than Darius Slayton, 2 for 29 and a tutty, which is the only fucking Giants offensive production on the day. 22-7, the football team somehow win when nobody wanted them to.
Nobody wanted either of these teams to win.
Nope. Just as we say that, Tom Grossi puts up his fucking first video on Fan Reacts. We'll look at that later.
Then we got what is it? We got Browns and Bengals, and I honestly feel like that just Baker should have gotten shoulder surgery either, because since he didn't, people just think that there was nothing wrong with him. He's just a shit quarterback. And he doesn't deserve a new contract. Like, okay, he may not be of the prowess of Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow or anybody like Patrick Mahomes, but he's still worth the new contract. Like, when he's healthy, he's been good, but he just hasn't been healthy this year.
No, he has not. No, he's been injured the fuck.
And honestly, if there's anything if there's anything this season proved after Odell left, it's that this team needs wide receiver help.
Yeah,
the Browns need.
Oh yeah, they do definitely. Brendan Allen, 136 yards on 15 completions, a touchdown. Williams, who I have no idea who that is, 9 carries at 38 yards. And Taylor went for 41 yards on 2 receptions. Actually, I'm supposed to play Jamar Chase here.
They really just played Jamar Chase for so that they could get him the
development.
The franchise is receiving yards record.
Yeah, but also as well, I would guess rookie development too, just for the extra game.
Yeah, I guess. I really first team All Pro is going to be really interesting this year because I mean we all know that Cooper Kupp's gonna be first team All Pro for wide receiver, but like they've sort of been on and off with giving players first team All Pro for flex position or just making 3 wide receivers first team All Pro. I mean it's all just it's media rankings, so it doesn't really give like a massive. It's not like the best representation of like how a player did.
Right.
Like freaking who is it? Shaq Barrett when he led the league with 19.5 sacks. He only made second team All Pro. But like I feel like Jamar Chase has a good shot at getting first team All Pro honors this year. But other than that, this
Mhm.
this was sort of both teams just phoning it in for the
Right.
last week of the season because the
Yeah.
Bengals didn't really have
Yeah.
much choice to go but up.
You know,
Much choice
Keenum
to
obviously
go.
like 176 yards, 2 TDs in the pick. Johnson, like Johnson looked good this game. He really looked good, and he's proven to be an effective running back in the league. Like, look, he hasn't played very much, but given a chance, he can do a lot. Like 123 yards and a touchdown. Landry went for 75 on 6 and a touchdown. Somehow the Browns beat the Bengals 21-16. The Bengals just head on into the bye week. And actually, no, they head on next week, where we'll reveal the opponent soon. And then the game that really just people thought that it was gonna be Ben's last game. Steelers and Ravens.
Well, considering
Steelers
that,
going Super Bowl.
hey, he only said they're going to the Super Bowl. He didn't
never
say that
said-
they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. But speaking of Captain Fat Fuck, 244 passing yards in his final regular season game, a touchdown and a pick. Chase Claypool ran for 33 yards, and Pat Freiermuth went for 53 receiving yards. As for the Ravens, Tyler Huntley 16 for 31, 141 yards and 2 picks. Murray, fucking Latavius Murray, 150 rushing yards and a touchdown. Mark Andrews went for 8 for 85.
You know, people have been calling Tyler Huntley. I can't believe it's not Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Would that make Tyler Huntley Lamar Jarin? I'm gonna see myself out on that one.
That was so fucking bad. That was so bad. Why? Why? Why?
Because I hate everyone, specifically you.
God.
Specifically you. Yes, the person viewing this, I specifically hate you. I hate your entire view.
God. Yeah, 16-13. Steelers win it in OT. The Ravens are out, and the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. Because of course
they're gonna lose in the first round.
Yeah, but we'll see if the Raiders Chargers doesn't tie. Yeah. Lions Packers in a game that really doesn't matter for Green Bay because they don't have to do shit. The combined effort of Rodgers and Love, 24 for 35. I think that's 274 yards. No, 272, I think. 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Dylan, 63 running yards. Taylor Jr., 53 yards and a touchdown. Lizard, 75 yards on 5 receptions and 2 touchdowns. DeGuara, 3 for 66 and a touchdown. For the Lions, it was just about beating Jared Goff.
Beating Goff?
Yes. 21 for 30, 238, 2 touchdowns. Williams ran for 43. Swift ran for 30 and a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 109 receiving yards and a touchdown. Raymond, 4 for 101 and a touchdown. The Lions beat the Packers in a game that really didn't matter for them.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think that we had Pat McAfee calling in the booth calling this one like he did a few years ago.
Yeah, we need Pat McAfee to call games, but he's too busy with WWE SmackDown. So
and just the
Pat McAfee show.
I would love for just any game between the Colts and the Packers being called by being called by McAfee and AJ Hawk. That would be the best
Yes.
thing possible.
Yes.
But
Yeah, 37-30.
anyway,
Lions.
enough phoning over celebrities.
It's time to go to Clownsonville to watch the Clownsonville Clown Wars take on the Indianapolis Colts.
The game that single-handedly lost me in fantasy. How the fuck did Jonathan Taylor go from being just this MVP candidate to only mustering 77 yards on the ground? I mean,
that's not
I know
bad though. That's not terrible.
I know that much on 15 carries it translates to just over a 5-yard average.
Yeah, but think about this too. Carson Wentz had a QBR of 4.4.
Oof.
He threw 185 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. He also ran for 17 yards. Taylor ran for 77. MPJ 6 for 64 and a touchdown. And then the Jaguars, Jesus Christ, T-Law 23 for 32, 223, 2 tutties. Armstead ran for 52. Jones went 7 for 88 in the touchdown. The Clownsonville Clown Wars have beat the Colts 26-11, meaning the Colts are out and the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. They're going to the playoffs.
I am really unhappy that the Chargers and the Raiders didn't just kneel on every down and both got into the playoffs.
Okay, 5 points.
Okay, but seriously, could you imagine how pissed off Goodell would be at that?
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
And I mean, it's the Raiders. They love pissing off everyone.
Yes.
Wouldn't it just be so on brand for the Raiders to just say, hey, why don't we both make it into the playoffs and we both just kneel down every why don't we just kneel on every down? That sounds so stupid that it could possibly work. But
they had anyway, we'll get to that game in a little while.
Bears Vikings which ended up just being a fight to see who gets fired first. Turns out it turns out that it was Nagy.
Yeah.
I think it was the Nagy that ended up getting fired. That ended up giving out the post-fire firing press conference and before Zimmer and Rick Spielman.
Oh my god, yeah. Dalton threw for 325 passing yards and a touchdown with 2 picks. The fact that Dalton can throw for over 300 yards in 2022 is impressive. Montgomery ran for 72 yards. Mooney 12 for 126. And for the Vikings, Kirk Cousins 14 for 22, 253 tutties. Cook ran for 79 yards. Jefferson went for 5 for 107 and a touchdown.
Who the hell is Smith Marset?
I don't know, but he went 3 for 103. How the hell do you go for 103 yards on 3 receptions?
Hey, you ask that, and yet Randy Moss one time had one of the most insane stat lines ever on just 3 receptions. The thing was 3 for 156 and 3 touchdowns.
Fair enough.
On Thanksgiving, by the way. But then again, not everybody is Randy Moss. Unfortunately, yeah. I wish I was Randy Moss. Don't you wish you were Randy Moss?
I wish I was Randy Moss. Yeah, 31-17, Vikings win. It means nothing to both teams.
And it doesn't mean anything to Vikings fans because they'll still insist that the problem is Kirk Cousins.
Yep. Texans now. Tennessee wins, they get the number 1 seed. The Texans win, then Tennessee just shits the bed. But here's what it is. But Tannehill went off 287 for 4 touchdowns. Foreman went for 6. But okay, here's the best stat of the week. Derek Foreman, 21 carries, 69 yards. Yes. Nice.
You know, if you take the star of the constellation of the Cancer zodiac sign and tilt it a little bit, it turns into 69.
How do you do that with your fucking hands? That is impressive. I- yeah. For Texas Uncut Dick Neck Mills for 301 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. How do you let him get 300 passing yards, Tennessee?
Because Danny Amendola.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't disrespect Danny Amendola.
No, we need him back in New England. We need him back.
I think honestly that dude might just be, alongside Julian Edelman, one of the most clutch receivers over the past decade and a half.
Yeah. But Amendola, yeah, 7 for 113 and 2 touchdowns. But could the Texans get back into this game? Absolutely fucking not. The Titans win 28-25. I can't even believe I'm saying this. The Tennessee Titans are your number 1 seed in the AFC. And going into the playoffs, and when they go into the divisional round, they're going to have a big help.
I think the last time this happened was what is it? I think the last time the Titans were the first seed in the NFL was 2008.
Wow.
Not NFL. First seed in the
AFC. Yeah. But yeah, Titans number 1 seed, and they're going to be getting Derrick Henry back for the divisional round.
But you know who the Saints got back was Trevor Siemian and Taysom Hill.
Yep.
And Alvin Kamara.
Yep. Yeah, so speaking of that, Saints Falcons now, this game was shitty because both teams are shit and they don't deserve anywhere to be near anything valuable. The combined effort of Simeon and Hill went for 16 for 24, a grand total of 178 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Kamara went for 146 rushing yards. Smith went 5 for 76 and a touchdown. As for the Falcons, and what could be Ryan's last ride as a Falcon, we don't know. 20 for 33, 260, touchdown to pick. Well, there have been rumors about him possibly being shipped off, but we'll see. Davis went 6 for 30. Gage went 9 for 26 in a touchdown. Jesus Christ, Russell Gage, you're a beast. And the Falcons lose to the Saints 30-20. Now New Orleans just needs to wait for San Francisco.
It is not going to be Matt Ryan's last ride as a QB. I think.
No, not as a QB in general, but maybe for the Falcons.
Oh no! Remember that big 5-year, $150 million contract that he signed in a few years ago?
Oh yeah.
I think he still has like 1 or 2 more years left on that contract.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Seahawks, Cardinals, and a game that the Cardinals need to win. We'll see what Chef Russ is cooking. 238 yards, 3 touchdowns to pick. Rashawn Penny, 190 rushing yards. Jesus Christ.
Correction, he has 2 more years left on that that contract.
Okay. 23 for 190 rushing and a touchdown. Tyler Lockett went 5 for 98 and 2 touchdowns. But let's look at the Cardinals. 20 for 39, 240 and a touchdown for Midget Murray. Midget Murray.
You can't say that word anymore.
You can't say anything in 2021. You can't even say the word pencil without someone getting offended.
It's not 2021 anymore.
Oh,
dumbass.
right. Fuck. I forgot the years already. Connor went 15 for 52.
2022, you nerd.
Yeah. Zach Ertz, 7 for 84. The Cardinals lose to the Seahawks 38-30, which by default means the Rams have clinched the NFC West.
Please don't let this be Russ's last stride in Seattle.
You probably know it's going to be.
Please just get rid of Pete Carroll. Get rid of Pete and just let Russ
Bills,
Cook.
yeah, Bills, Jets. There's really nothing more need to be said here. The Bills will clinch the AFC East. There's really nothing else to say there.
You're boring me just talking about the prospect of us talking about this game.
Yeah, we're gonna skip the stats to this game. It's really not even important. 27-10, Bills win. They get the AFC East. It's literally like that.
Yep.
But we'll just skip that one, which normally I don't do, but fuck it. It's my show. I do it. The Panthers Bucks. This was a murder of the Panther.
Congrats, Bucks. You murdered a corpse.
Yep. Darnold, 29 for 42, 219, 2 turns in the pick. Hubbard ran for 48. DJ Moore, 7 for 87.
Great, just talk over me.
God. Look at. I will say though, before this game happened, I literally fucking said, "Play Kyle Trask."
No, they're gonna play Blaine. No, Brady never takes a game off.
The dude's fucking 44.
No days off.
Yeah, that's true. But Brady, 29-37, 326, 3 tutties. Miller, 2 for 43 at a touchdown. Gronk, 7 for 137. Evans, 6 for 89 and 2 touchdowns. Buccaneers just beat the shit out of Carolina 41-17.
It's always a weird week when a team's high best rushing performance was from a wide receiver, especially when it's Scotty Miller.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Pats and Dolphins, please. I don't want to talk about this game.
It's okay. It happens a lot. Pats, Dolphins, we all know how this ends. The Pats go into the kryptonite known as Miami and they lose. That's just how it goes.
This is what happens when you don't prepare for the and this is what happens when you don't prepare for Miami.
Yep.
Also, this is what happens when you let Tua do things. Although
Mac Jones, 20 for 30, 261, and tutty at a pick. Brandon Bolden, 46 rushing yards. Harrison, 37. Both have touchdowns. Hunter Henry went 5 for 86. Sorry.
I mean, this game essentially just ended 27-24. It's just on that last play. The Pats were at like their 4-yard line and their own 4-yard line, and they were trying to get some sort of trickery to and it ended up in a fumble recovery touchdown in the end zone.
God damn it.
So yeah.
As for Tua Tagovailoa,
Miami won 33-24, but in reality it was just 27-24 with just Pats being stupid.
Yeah. But Miami again for the second year in a row, they do not go to the playoffs while having a winning record.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it goes in the NFL.
Yep.
Niners Rams in a great game. And I mean a great game.
And this is why you should not give up on Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy G, 23 for 32. 316 says, I just whipped your ass. A touchdown and 2 picks. Deebo Samuel even got a touchdown pass in on 24 yards. Eli Mitchell went for 85 rushing yards. Deebo Samuel also ran for a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 6 for 107.
Deebo Samuel had 45 rushing yards and a touchdown. The only way Deebo Samuel did not score today was by receiving.
I know. That would have been a trifecta. As for the Rams, Stafford, 21 for 32, 238, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Michelle ran for 43 yards. Cooper Kupp, 7 for 118 and a touchdown. Higbee went 6 for 55 and 2 touchdowns. But it went to overtime, and it ended on 1 play. Ambry, whatever his name is.
Ambry Jones, I think it was.
Ambry Jones or Ambry Johnson, I don't know. The game-winning interception in overtime. The Niners win. The Niners are in the playoffs, and the Saints are eliminated.
And now time for
Sunday
why didn't-
night anus clinching.
why didn't you two just kneel out the clock the whole game?
My God, this was a
They had-
fucking game now. This was fucking brilliant.
You had 2 tickets to the playoffs, one for each of you, and you
And you told the Chargers to go fuck themselves because fuck Spanos.
I will admit I have forgotten that Dean Spanos is the owner of the Chargers. Is to the point where I want the Chargers to do well.
Yeah. Herbert, though, 34 for 64. How the fuck do you attempt 64 passes in a game? 383 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. This is the one game that I needed for them to not get it to Keenan Allen.
Great. They didn't.
Well, they did, but no, it wasn't enough. Eckler ran for 64 yards and a touchdown. Mike Williams went 9 for 119 and a touchdown. Palmer went 4 for 45 and a touchdown. Pass for the Raiders. Carr, 20 for 36, 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mariota even got a little play in for 4 yards because fuck it. Chicas ran for 132 and a touchdown. Edwards, 4 for 63. Look at this game should have ended in a fucking tie. The way they were killing off the clock like that, holy shit.
Yep.
This game,
what is it? I may just be a stupid Oregon fan, but I think Mariota should be given another chance by some team.
yeah. But 35-32, because Brandon Staley decided to be a good idea to call a timeout with 2 seconds left in fucking overtime. Why? You had it right there. You fuck. The Chargers fucked themselves.
Oh well, it's the Chargers. What do you expect?
Yeah, the Raiders and Steelers go to the playoffs officially. But that will be it for the week in review. But it's time to transition to Black Monday. Now, this one, how we're going to be doing it is we're going to be running through the list of firings that happened within the NFL and just explain what the fuck happened because holy dear God. We're going to start with this one. Well, this one really doesn't count because it's a retirement, but I guess it counts. And the first one being Dave Gettleman.
Oh wait, Gettleman's retiring.
Gettleman retired, yeah.
Honestly, I guess it's sort of it was sort of his time. I mean, the drafting and the
Oh my God, no, that was horrible.
The drafting and the asset management was always just iffy with him. So yeah.
Well, this is obvious enough. Gettleman was absolute dog shit and they needed to make room, so he's retiring. And it'll be interesting to see who the new GM will be at the Giants. Watch it be Bill O'Brien.
No, he's eyeing up that Jacksonville job.
Oh God. Continuing on, Vic Fangio for the Broncos. He was fired. Overall, he went 19 for 30.
Oh shoot! Let's go, Bruins! Freaking Marchand with that bloody fucking nose of his. But yeah
look at Fangio fucking sucked.
Yeah, I mean he ran a fantastic defense in Chicago. During that 2017-2018 stretch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially in 2018.
But he's not head coach worthy. Oh God, no.
Right.
And now who are the Broncos looking at? Seems like our looks like our linebacking coach, Jerron Mayo.
Honestly, I do not want Gerard Mayo to leave. If
No,
I
because
mean,
we don't, because we would rather have the Broncos take a guy named something Mustard.
I would rather them take a guy named Steve Belichick with that
Oh
fucking
God.
weird ass face and that awful mullet. Oh my God. And Bill, tell your son to get a fucking haircut.
I was waiting for you to look the whole time. But moving on, this one was actually kind of a shocking firing. This one comes as a shocking firing. Brian Flores.
I don't know how to feel about this one.
Like,
on the
why?
one hand,
like Willie, the team was 1-7 and they finished the year at 9-8.
on the one hand, I can see this as like a on the one hand, and I can see I can't see why they would fire someone that turned around on that season so well. But on the other hand, and it's partially his play calling that got them in that struggle to begin with, and on top of that, constantly running constantly using a running back by committee when it clearly wasn't working. Instead of just letting Myles Gaskin and take a good share of the
That goes without saying.
And on top of that, also just never really utilizing Tua properly. I mean, it felt like Flores just never really knew how to use Tua.
Oh no. The Dolphins out of this though did request permission to interview Bills offensive coordinator Brian Daboll.
Brian Daboll?
Yeah.
That is gonna if Daboll gets that's gonna be a big because he's been doing fantastic work in Buffalo. It's just a question of whether it's just a question of if he leaves, will that offense take a step back?
Yeah. Also being fired, Matt Nagy, to no one's surprise.
It was entirely his play calling that got it.
That was that's his own fucking fault for signing. Oh, you know what? Wait, did also being fired? Look at the Bears cleaned out their front office a little bit too by also firing general manager Ryan Pace.
Oh shoot, they fired Ryan Pace as well.
Yeah, they did.
God damn.
They're going for a reboot in there in Chicago.
Good. They need to.
Yeah, because fuck both of them. Nagy was just horrible, and Pace was all right, but definitely wasn't what he was a couple of years ago.
I never really knew how to get a good read on Pace. I think that he was smart as hell for making that trade for Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Like, I think that will forever go down as one of the biggest, as one of the best best trade steals I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, 2 first-round picks for that dude sounds like fair enough talent. But since Chicago consistently put themselves in a position with him to get to be in the playoffs or to be in the playoffs at some point, or like really high up, like it was mid-teens at best with those picks. And sure, they got Josh. The Raiders got Josh Jacobs out of it, but
yeah. What's it called? Like, I should also note that the Giants have 2 names in mind for their GM search. They sought permission to interview Niners assistant general manager Adam Peters and Niners director of player personnel Rand Carfine.
Yeah, fair.
And then finally, we talk about the Vikings, who also decided to clean house, firing head coach Mike Zimmer and general manager Ryan something that you said the name earlier.
Rick Spielman.
Rick Spielman, yeah. I mean, just one, it just makes sense because they did not do well at all.
I mean, I don't really know how to feel about Spielman because like he ended up getting a great return for Stephon Diggs, and it ended up getting them Justin Jefferson. They also got he didn't do too bad, but at the same time it feels like they're now being like I can see why they wanted to fire Zimmer. I don't know why they want to fire Spielman.
I don't know. But that concludes Black Monday. And that will do it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment down below if you guys want to see anything next. Don't forget to check out her channel in the description as well as the charity, the fundraising event as well. I'll be actually extending that for the remainder of this month. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and join the Launch Nation. Until next time, je suis le Canadien. Bon nuit et au revoir.